Today's Spotlight on Naperville is brought to you in part by the following sponsors. If you're just tuning in, you're watching Spotlight on Naperville on our brand new set. I'm Nancy Wearsome, and we're going to talk more about children and early childhood education with Sally Osborne is the principal of the Prairie Children Preschool, so District 204. We also have the principal of District 203, which is the Ann Reed Early Childhood Center, Tara Allen. So welcome to you.
Thank you.
And Molly Harris is a participating parent in the resource fair. We're going to talk about that in a minute. So welcome to you as well.
Thanks for having us.
Tara, I want to start with you. Let's first talk a little bit about early childhood. And we do want to say that the preschools are for any child.
That's right.
But sometimes parents have concerns about how their child is developing. So who do they contact if that is the case?
Well, although both of our preschools are typical preschools in many ways, always, it's very important for parents to call. So first thing they should do, most important thing, is to call either one of our offices. Our programs run very similarly. We have screening coordinators at both buildings. So calling the central office for our buildings and asking for the screening coordinator, they will take it from there.
So that's so good to know. So if a parent is feeling like, oh, gosh, I thought, you know, he or she would be doing X by now, they can make that call.
Absolutely. Sometimes just a phone call, and our staff can answer some simple questions to help the parents.
Okay, good. And then, Sally, let's talk about some of the services that the preschool does offer.
As Tara said, we're a typical preschool, so we have students attend regular classrooms, and they pay tuition. We also provide services for students with special needs in terms of speech and language services, occupational therapy services, physical therapy services. So we have a wide range of programming at the preschool. Both our preschools run very similarly.
And it's so important, I would think, for this early childhood education. What sorts of advantages does it give the kids to be early on in their education?
Well, I think it gives a lot of advantages. In the short term, the kids that we see go through early childhood programs are better prepared academically, socially, behaviorally. I think long-term wise, you're looking at every dollar, I just read recently, every dollar you invest in early childhood education pays the taxpayers back between $7 and $13. So it really is a great investment on your money in terms of early childhood programming.
That is amazing. I have not heard that before. And then what age do you consider early childhood?
Ages 3, 4, and 5.
Okay, so 3, 4, and 5. Good to know. Well, now, there's going to be an early childhood resource fair, which you have done before. And Molly, I want to turn to you because you're a parent and you have participated.
Yes.
So tell us about your experience at the resource fair.
We attended last year, my husband and I and our twin daughters, who are 4, and really just had a great time. To find an event that we can gain information from and have a good time at, and also have our young children enjoy and be entertained, was really, you know, I think it met both of our needs.
Sure, and it's nice to have something on for a family because it is a Saturday, September 21st from 9 to noon, so that's important. So why don't you tell us what is the goal of the resource fair?
Well, there's 2 big things we'd like parents to walk away with. We would like the children to have fun, but the parents to walk away with the knowledge that Naperville is a community where there are many resources to help families and children with a whole variety of issues and important developmental topics. And also that we have 2 wonderful preschools in our communities, 204 and 203, that offers wonderful top quality programs for our children. Our teachers are highly qualified, certified teachers, and we have buildings that provide wide ranges of services to families and children. So it's twofold: get the families in to see our services for the community, but also see our buildings and the types of programs we have.
And where is it going to be this year?
It's going to be at the Ann Reed Early Childhood Center.
You flip-flop, don't you? You have it one year and then...
do.
Okay, well that's fair.
That's our turn this year.
In your home this time.
That's right.
Good. You know, I have to say that I think it's so admirable that both of the school districts work so well together. Well, many ways, but I know that you really work well together, especially for early childhood initiatives, and I give you all credit because that's so nice in the community when it's kind of, you know, everyone is doing a similar, has a similar philosophy, basically. So at the resource fair, when you say there are, you know, resources there, who would you say was one of the favorite ones that maybe your child enjoyed last year? Your children too, right?
Two, yes.
Two,
I have twins. The girls enjoyed all the takeaways. There were activities for them to participate in, and of course, you know, the big hits for my girls were probably the toothbrushes and the books that they came home with.
Golly,
brand new books.
What a shame your kids want books and toothbrushes.
My boys love the emergency vehicles and the fire
that's
trucks.
always very popular.
And the police cars and the fire trucks that they can explore and touch are very exciting for the boys that'll be there.
Yes, and then what resources do the parents find that would help them as parents?
We have dental screenings, which I think is very helpful for parents on site. We have safety checks through the Naperville Police Department. We also have raffle prizes, which are always nice to have. But we have more than 40 vendors, and so there's a lot of resources for parents to peruse and go from and just learn about what's available for them in the community.
What a great idea this is. So how many do you expect to see on that day, do you think?
I think we're hoping to get about 300.
We hope so.
Yeah.
We're hoping about 300 people.
And is there any registration, or can they just come?
They can just come.
Oh, and that's nice too.
Rain or shine,
because
we'll be there.
if your child is in a particularly active mood, right? Especially two.
Good on an early
Then
Saturday
you're like,
morning.
oh, we have somewhere to go today. Then we'll keep them very, very busy. So, well, that's great. So at the Ann Reed Center.
Ann Reed Early Childhood Center. It's on Naper Boulevard in Naperville.
That's a beautiful building, by the way.
We're very proud of
Oh,
it.
you should be.
We're excited to show it off this time.
Yes, yes. And you've gone before. How many years have you gone?
Just last year.
Okay, and you'll be
planning
back
on going
this year.
Sure.
Absolutely. Well, good for you. Saturday, September 21st, 9 to 12. We're delighted that you were on, and best wishes with it.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And we're going to take one last break. When we come back, we'll hear from the why. So you don't want to miss it. Stay with us.